Janet Machuka, I'm here for your 77 questions interview. Yes, are you ready?
Totally ready. I was born ready, but that's a cliche.
Oh, yeah, it is. So, you know the drill. Let's begin. At what time did you wake up today?
Oh my God. Why today? Okay, I woke up at 10.
That's a good timing. What 3 things must you do every day?
First and foremost, I usually pray when I wake up.
Yes.
I check my Twitter. Of course, I have to check my notifications.
Yes.
And then I go straight to my emails so that I can see what the new emails from my clients or any follow-up emails from people that I sent to yesterday. And then from there, I go again to my Twitter to do my first tweet, which is inspiration.
Yeah.
And then breakfast.
Ooh, good planning.
Yeah, thank you.
What gets you so excited about life?
Meeting new people who match my efforts, who match my power, at the same time who can push me to become a better person.
In your opinion, does outside validation really matter that much?
Sometimes it does, because that's part of your environment and your growth life. And sometimes it's good to listen to what people are talking or giving you from maybe their perspective. At the same time, looking at what you want also matters a lot, because at the end of the day, you don't want to create somebody people want. You want to create somebody you love.
Perfect.
Yes.
Have you done anything that's worth remembering lately?
Oh my God. I like that question because you just caught me off guard. Okay. I plated my mom. Yes.
What? What a talent.
Thank
What
you.
activities do you most lose track of time doing?
Of course, articles. Sometimes I can sit on my laptop for hours just to do research on articles, because I don't just do articles as much as I have ideas. I have to make sure that I have researched more on it. I've captured other people's ideas or maybe upgraded to a point that I can get a more curated content than just a blog with one idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the activities that make you feel like time is not really moving?
Cooking.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
Both.
Saver or spender?
Spender. not a saver. Spender. But in good things, you know.
Oh, yeah. What little things make you happy?
Hugs, kisses, and being told I look amazing, and somebody reminding me that I'm doing good. Yes.
Perfect. Janet, so once a month, would you rather receive a gift from someone you love or go on an adventure with someone that you really love?
I love adventure. I love finding new places, new spaces, enjoying new airs and environments. So I would rather go out, have fun, than just, get that gift. Of course, I can't say no to gifts. They're welcome.
Yeah. So let's take a walk. Which love language do you think the world needs more of?
The love language.
Yeah,
The
that you think the world needs more of.
Support.
What's your long-term personal finance goal?
Of course, on a shamba that I'll be able to plant a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
And of course, some few cash crops that I want so that I can sell. I want to be a farmer.
What's your best purchase that you actually spend 200 shillings or even less on?
Groceries.
In life generally, do you consider yourself as one who plays offense or defense?
I'm a lady. To be frank, most of the time I have to be on the defense side. But sometimes it reaches a point where I have to be like, okay, I'm the one who started all this, so, you know.
And if you could switch houses with anyone, whose house would you choose?
Oh my God. Does it have to be somebody I know?
No, not really.
I think I'm comfortable wherever I am. And at the end of the day, it's about the people around me. It's not about the house.
Yes.
It's about the people who are there with me. Yes.
Machuka, what digital platforms would you say break markets?
They're different depending on the kind of business and industry that the company is in. So for me, I might choose always Twitter because it's easier for me and it's a platform that I've been able to use for quite some time.
Yeah.
For others, they will choose Instagram, Facebook. So I can't really say there is a particular one, but there is a need to be in spaces where you can grow your network.
Yeah.
You can gain the customers, at the same time create yourself as a professional person. So for instance, if I have to give an example, Twitter, if you want the best network, go to Twitter.
Yes.
And if you want to learn more ideas of what is happening within a very short time, because Twitter is known as a news space.
It is.
A trending space where you can know what is happening very quickly.
Exactly.
On Instagram, if you're in the business industry that deals with fashion, beauty, and maybe more of visuals, it's good to be there. And if you want to now connect to the professionals, go to LinkedIn. But I can't really say those are the only ones. There are others which have come up.
Yeah.
But you can always find that professional, customer, network, whichever they want.
Yeah. And do you feel like the digital economy in this part of the world bears that much potential that you would hope it does?
Oh my God, it does. I'm here. I've actually grown my brand, my network, and also be able to earn from the digital space. So I can say it has a lot of potential, and I'm glad that I'm seeing a lot of people investing in it, especially when you talk about the trainings and also giving them their brands and businesses an opportunity to start off on the digital space. So there's a lot of opportunity. We haven't really explored all of it, but with time, I know Africa will be somewhere.
Yes. And having your mom around and getting to spend that time with her, would you say that parents are the most influential people in our lives?
A lot. Personally, she does a lot, because anytime I have an issue with either my relationship, I run to mama. I'm too open with her, and she's so open to me when there are issues and such. So most of the time I look up to her, especially coming from a mother who was widowed when we were very young kids. So there's a lot to learn from her, and she influences me a lot, especially on how to blend myself as a woman, approach people, talk to people, and also know that at the end of the day, I'm just a modern woman. I also have some roots. Yes.
Janet, which one do you prefer, the hand-painted or photographed pieces of art?
Oh, both.
Do you have any favorite artist or painter?
Yes.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh my God, I don't like ice cream.
Yogurt?
I don't eat yogurt. I love vanilla. And there is this one, caramel. Yes.
Yeah.
For the lamea.
Ooh.
Yes.
What's one compliment that you receive most often?
That I'm intelligent.
Wow. If you could take away any feeling in your life, which one would it be?
The feeling of missing out on a female figure. Oh, not a female, male figure from my life. Especially when somebody calls dad, I feel like, that's not something that I would really like. I don't want to feel like I really need a dad so bad, because I never grew up with a dad. So I would really like to just close that forever. The feeling of I'm missing out of a male figure in my life. But now I think I have one.
And you just celebrated your birthday not so long ago. What's the best gift you got for your birthday?
Oh my God. Do I have to say, okay, a Michael Kors watch?
The one you're putting on right now.
Wow,
you really adore it.
Thank you.
What's one skill you wish you had?
Running. I want to be an athlete. I wanted to be an athlete when I was young. I used to run a lot, but I don't know what happened in the middle, in between me growing. So I wish I had that skill to run. And maybe run for Kenya.
Hey, you can imagine. Janet Kipchoge Keino Machuka. In general, when do you feel most beautiful?
When I'm in my natural look, especially when my hair is like this.
Yeah. And what do you love most about your job?
The fact that it's different every single day, and the fact that social media and digital at large is not something you can just learn one time and then expect to use the same knowledge 10 years to come. I keep that aspect of wanting to know everything, every new thing every single day, and interacting with new people every time is just wow.
Oh, and one hurdle that you face in your job?
Yes, pricing. Some clients don't think social media, especially us as people who offer services there, really need to be paid according to the kind of value we're giving, because they haven't yet seen the value.
Yeah.
They don't know, but we're really doing our best to train them, to teach them, to see the kind of efforts and time we take into this digital so that you can make things work.
What is it about digital marketing that helps these small businesses to really stay in business?
Digital doesn't have like, let's say, doesn't have a finish line, or it doesn't have a boundary that will be like, okay, I can't access Twitter, or I can't pay for Instagram, I can't pay for LinkedIn for me to open an account. It's free. You can create following the way you want. The main thing that matters is how are you connecting with these people? How are you presenting yourself? Who are you including in your community? How are you making other people talk about you? At the end of the day, you might be a very tiny business, but doing the best on social media, and yet you don't even have a physical place that we know, or a store.
Wow, that's profound. If you weren't a digital content marketer or even an influencer of masses, what job would you want, really?
Not a job I would have wanted. I was already a journalist. So I would have actually still stayed a journalist, writing articles for media houses.
Yeah. And which profession do you respect the most?
Filming.
Have you ever been so starstruck by anybody?
Oh, yes.
Pets or plants?
Plants.
French
I don't
windows.
like dogs.
French windows or grill windows?
French.
What's an ideal neighborhood for you?
Forest-like, with so many trees around, no noise, there's no main road within or nearby. Somewhere so silent where I can be able to see even my farm around. You know, I love farming, you said.
I can see. What's something that you thought you would have done by now, but you still haven't?
Launching Africa T-shirt as the ATC Digital Academy. It has taken time, but at the same time, it has really taught me on things to do with patience. At the same time, what takes in to build a business that you are going to include other people.
Yeah. Yes. If you lost your speech and could only use an animal sound to communicate, which animal would you pick?
Oh my God, birds. Oh, animal.
It is an animal.
I still pick a human being.
Oh,
yeah, they're part of animals. But if it's an animal, I don't like pets. Animal.
Yeah.
Maybe a goat, because a goat is sweet.
Okay, if you're on a magazine cover, what will the headline be?
Wow. Wow. I have no idea. You know, the different magazines have different cultures. So at least I wanted to lean towards digital marketing in terms of education. At the same time, growing businesses and individuals.
What accomplishment are you most proud of?
Being able to make millions. I used to think I just want to get employed and earn 50,000, which was the highest for me. But now being able to make some millions, as much as I don't talk about it much, it's a positive. At the same time, making my family feel comfortable. Because I've come a long way.
Do you believe in fate or free will?
Free will.
Janet, have you ever just caught yourself laughing at yourself?
All the time.
If you could marry a superhero, whom would you choose?
My main.
Which phrase defines how you really live your life?
Patience is all I need.
Janet, what is it that you do when you don't really feel like doing anything?
When I don't feel like doing anything, what can I do? There, nothing.
What is a lie that you recently told?
Wow. Did I? No, I don't remember. I tell a lot of lies sometimes, especially to kiddos, my nephews.
Yeah.
So I can't really say that I sometimes keep record.
What is something that you love that everyone else doesn't?
Everyone else doesn't love me quarreling. Sometimes I love quarreling a lot.
Who is the most famous person in your phone?
Famous.
Yes.
Gary.
What makes you the angriest?
Somebody lying to me, especially when you tell me something and it doesn't happen the way I expected. I hate that a lot.
Yes. Your friend invites you to dinner. What do you bring?
Fruits. I don't do alcohol, so I will drink fruits.
What's a book you read in school that you never think about?
Oh, I never think about.
Yes.
Why should I remember it? But if there's one I have to think about, is Shades of Tenderness. I loved that book.
And any book that you plan on reading?
I'm not so a book reader. I love doing my research from the internet and reading different pieces.
Yes.
So I don't like sitting down and reading a book full. I'll just pick pages and just peruse through.
Yeah. What's the best way to discover new music?
YouTube.
Do you have any song that the lyrics speak directly to your soul?
Yes, Pink's Try.
Whoa. If you could have any person's singing voice, which voice would you choose?
Soprano!
What's the last thing you Googled?
The last thing?
Yes.
I was Googling yesterday on documentaries on Netflix about mental health.
Okay. What's your favorite activity to do on a weekend?
On a weekend, of course, cooking for others. Of course, sometimes I forget to eat in the process.
Hypothetically speaking, if Mr. President took a long month vacation and you're asked to become the interim president, will you take the job?
Of course, I have some leadership qualities, so I believe I can.
Which
But please don't pressure me as Kenyans, my fellow citizens.
Which genre of documentaries do you like to watch?
Murder, mental health.
Well, okay.
Don't worry, I just love, I'm always curious to know why somebody did something. So I think murder, most of the time, there are so many documentaries on murder.
Yeah.
Sometimes about our planet, because there's much I don't know, especially when you talk about birds, the animals and plants. And another genre that I love the most, that I started loving lately, is about filming, documentaries on filming, you know.
Yeah.
Filming, filmmakers doing documentaries about themselves. It's exciting. Yes.
Is there any movie or series that changed your opinion about something?
Yes. There is a movie on food, how is it called? The fast foods in the world.
Oh.
It really changed the way I should take care of myself, my health, what I should eat, and at the same time, how should I look at food in the new modern world.
What's the last thing that made you cry?
Have I cried really? Oh yes. Yesterday I posted something on my status about me being a new tutor at Plazi, which is an educational school or platform.
Yeah.
And then somebody sent me a very amazing DM.
Oh.
I actually teared.
So there were tears of joy.
Exactly.
Awesome. Which type of people do you love to talk with?
People who don't like gossip, people who can talk about constructive conversations where we can think about our lives, how we can grow. At the same time, people who are fun to be around.
Do you drink?
Nope.
Oh, and
But I drink water.
you have to, it's life. Okay, do you mind to corroborate this claim? I heard that you're allergic to eggs, no?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
And yet your very good friend Mageto, who runs Platdale, is a sucker for eggs.
Yes.
Fantastic. Wow. Do you recharge by being around other people or by spending time alone?
Most of the time I spend time alone, where I usually realize myself, my power and everything when I'm alone. But at the same time, I can't really say that it all lies with me being alone. Sometimes being with people will give me a chance to see new things that I didn't think of, ideas, or even information that I don't know about. So it's a plus. Both ways go a long way.
What's the most money you've given away?
It was a scam. 200,000.
Jeez.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Don't ask me about the scam, please.
We will talk about it sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you say is your specialty when it comes to cooking?
Chapati.
If you are a kitchen appliance, what would you be?
Is my kitchen?
If you are a kitchen appliance, what would you be?
Oh, of course, my cooker. I'll be a cooker. I'll cook for people.
The boss. Okay, I see. Which is one restaurant that you know their food is to die for?
Well, it's not as super fancy as some people can think about or can think of. But the restaurant, I know I love myself. I will say my kitchen. But for now, I will pick Pronto because I love their food. The way it's always fresh, tasty, and mingi sana. I love a lot of food.
I'll have to try Pronto. Yeah. So if everything happens for a reason, Janet, what do you think, or why do you think you and I met really?
Might?
Why do you think you and I met if everything happens for a reason?
Oh, we are in the same space, and the kind of friends you have are my friends.
Yeah.
So in one or the other, we would have met.
Yeah.
And in one or the other, we will have helped each other grow. I've already built my space, and you're growing your space.
Yes.
That is you're giving it some life.
Yes.
So collaborating is the best way to go about it. That's why we're here.
Oh la la, it's a good one. If you could become a billionaire suddenly, what is the stupid thing that you'll buy just to show people that you can afford it?
I wish I were. Can someone give me money? Okay, I will. What will I buy? The only thing I think I will buy is just comfort. I just want to be comfortable, not to stress about school fees for maybe my nephews or think about my rent. Some things that will give me comfort, but not a car. For me, a car doesn't give me comfort.
Yeah.
I just want to see my family is doing fine.
Is there anything that you'd want to change about yourself?
If there was, I think I would have already done surgery to my face. I think I'm too chubby. But now, no, I'm good.
If you can't sleep at night, what do you usually do?
Watch documentaries.
What's the luckiest thing that happened to you?
Meeting the kind of people that I have currently, especially my closest friends, Barack Onyango and Mageto Washington.
Yes.
Those two people.
Yeah.
My God. They are fun. They can grow you. They can piss you off. They can create everything.
Ooh.
And I like the kind of genuine relationship we have. So
You're
that
a
is
blessed
what
woman.
I think ever worked the best in my life.
Wow. What foreign languages would you want to master?
Spanish.
Why?
It's fancy. Perfecto. Those things,
All right. What's the most rebellious thing you did as a teenager? This is your last question.
No, I don't think I was ever rebellious.
You weren't?
I wasn't because... Yeah, I wasn't. Let's just, because that will go far and I don't want anybody to know.
You're hiding something.
If I were ever rebellious, one thing I was rebellious about is somebody telling me what to do, especially when I was moving from my high school to campus. Everybody wanted me to be a lawyer, but I decided to go to journalism. It was... some of them felt so much disappointed.
Yeah.
But for me, I felt like this is a space where I was going to build myself. And don't worry, currently I'm not a journalist, I'm a digital marketer. So I think that freedom to do what I want with the kind of flexibility I want is what has given me an opportunity to know how to grow myself, how to find new opportunities. At the same time, how can we grow now, the younger generation, not to think about, being a lawyer, being an engineer, yet there are so many opportunities around that we can do or
Wow.
engaged in.
Thank you for answering my 77 questions. I've been so happy doing this with you.
Amazing. Hopefully we'll do the next 100.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.